Okay, guys, I'm not gonna nerd out here, but Shredder is here in Raid Shadow Legends. This is the ultimate villain growing up. I mean, Shredder is so scary, but he's here in Raid Shadow Legends. And also, he is actually in the Shadowkin faction. But what's actually interesting is that Leonardo is also here in the Shadowkin faction. That is just absolutely insane. Dude, the graphics is pretty awesome. Look at that. The animation also is pretty neat. This is definitely AAA graphics here in Raid Shadow Legends. So remember earlier I mentioned about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Well, the cool thing that is going on right now is this. As you can see, Michelangelo is here because Raid Shadow Legends is actually partnering with Paramount to bring the most radical crossover. So we got Michelangelo here. We got Donatello in here as well in the Lizardman faction. In the Barbarian faction, we got Raphael. Just suits his character being the Barbarian faction, honestly. Michelangelo is in the Bannerlords faction. Look at the nunchucks there. That's awesome. And as I mentioned earlier, in the Shadowkin, Leonardo is here and also Shredder, which is cool. Now, we can't forget about April. April is here also in the Sacred Order faction. So if you want to get Michelangelo now, just log in. All you got to do is log in. I got 2 more days of login here, and I'm going to get Michelangelo. So download Raid Shadow Legends now with the link that we got in the description, or again, you can scan the QR code here. If you want to get more of these turtles, look into the events. You can fuse Donatello right now. This is a top support who's going to heal allies and reduce cooldown as well. Now, if you manage to collect all 6 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you're going to get a special bonus reward. You're going to unlock it and make sure to come back to the video and comment it. Now, that's for sure way better than pizza. And on a side note here, speaking of pizza, do you want pineapples on your pizza or not? So I've been grinding here in Raid Shadow Legends, and let me tell you something. The progress is pretty quick. You get to advance pretty fast. So if you look into my campaign, I've made some progress here so far. We're moving in here. And really, we've killed a lot of monsters already and a lot of bosses as well. And there's also the dungeon here as well that you can do. I've been doing the magic keep in here to get some of those potions that they got here in the magic keep. Like, this is awesome. So another thing is that there is a clan bosses in here as well. Let's go and do one in here. I've actually done a little bit earlier. I still got some key in here. Let's go fight it. The graphics is awesome. Let's go and get into the boss in here and fight it. This is the battle gameplay. I mean, that's a one big scary boss, but we got eliminated. The boss is super strong. And let's click auto here and get into fighting in here. Woohoo, there we go. That is awesome. So this boss is insane. I mean, I would be super scared to fight against this boss in real life. And there we go. We've dealt some great amount of damage, and that's it. So, I mean, Raid Shadow Legends with progress pretty fast. You get to grow your account quick. So let me tell you something actually very exciting here in Raid Shadow Legends. I mean, there is about 5 million monthly active users playing the game, and also Raid went crazy with the amount of giveaways for the new players. So let me hook you guys up in here. So when you download the game using my link here in the description, you're going to get a huge starter pack right away with an Uugo champion here in the game. That is absolutely insane. And once you've reached level 15 here in the game, you're also going to get epic champion Drake included just by downloading the link in the description. And also, if you want to just scan the QR code as well, go ahead and scan it. Get Raid Shadow Legends right away here. I tell you what, take advantage of this starter pack now because you're definitely gonna get ahead of everybody. And we got a little bit more stuff for you here. I mean, these heroes are going to be Alice the Wanderer, Green Warden Ruak, Tuhanarak, and Sun Wukong, the legendary Monkey King. Now, if you're an existing player, you also get a code. We can't just forget about you guys, the existing player base, right? Use this code as well, and you can get some really nice items with this code. If you're into Fierce Warriors, Tribal Power, and raw survival energy, take a look at the Barbarian faction. The Barbarian faction in Raid Shadow Legends is your jam. Man, this is awesome. And they also got Raffi here, Raphael, in the Barbarians faction. These champions hail from Scorched Desert and rugged highlands of Talaria, surviving in one of the most harshest regions of the realm. Unlike the noble Bannerlords and the mystical High Elves, Barbarians embraces brute strength, deep tradition, and unshakable loyalty to their clans. Wow. Their designs are bold, tribal, and warrior-like, inspired by gladiators, desert raiders, and primal culture. Expect bear armor, battle scars, and massive weapons. This faction has some of the game's most fearsome damage dealers, debuffers, and support units for PvP and PvE. You might ask, why do Barbarians matter in the game? Well, many Barbarian champions are extremely versatile, great for clan bosses, dungeons, arena, and more. They bring strong debuffs like defense down, weakened, block buff, and turn meter control. Their aesthetic is a fan favorite, raw, intense, and visually unique. Now, there's loads of characters in this faction. Each champions are badass in their own way. Now, here's my favorite here. First of all, gotta be Raphael, because, you know, Ninja Turtle, Raphael, this is just my spirit Ninja Turtle. So Raphael is my favorite here in the Legendary. When we go all the way down here into the Epic, I really like here is Atur. Look at that, just raw and primal, and with that big weapon just there to slash and hack. Now, when we go down into the rare here, my favorite here, it's gotta be Uugo. So Uugo with that nice helmet, look at that horn, and that nice weapon as well with the shield to block any damages here in the game. Now let's go ahead and test our luck in the portal, see if we're going to get some Barbarians here as we summon. First, let's do some mystery shard. Let's do 10, and here we go. And the mystery shard. Okay, what did we get? Wow, okay, we also did the daily quest complete here. So we got some Sacred Order, Undead Hordes, Barbarian, here we go. Look at that arrow, Archer Gang, and Skinwalkers, Orc, Dark Elves, Sacred Order, and Lizardmen, and Undead Hordes, and another one, same one in here. Okay, so let's do another one in here. Actually, here we go. See what we got. We got another Barbarian here, Barbarian faction. All right, we got Dark Elves, Banner Lords, again same one, Sacred Order. Wow, we got a lot of that. This Mage Killer, interesting. And yeah, we didn't get any Barbarian in this round. And let's do the Void Shard. Let's get Shredder. I mean, that's what we want. And then let's just grab one in here. Let's just do one summon anyway. And let's go and try this one out. Let's see if we're going to get Shredder right away. Let's see. What do we get? Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought it almost looked like Shredder. Almost. At first. But then it was like, oh, totally different. Shadowkin. All right, let's do another summon here. See if we get our luck here. And what is this? Dwarves. And also here in the Sacred Shard, let's just go and summon one. Let's see what we're gonna get. All right, what is this going to be? Ooh, the Banner Lords. Interesting. Look at that knight armor and that sword. That is awesome. It's an epic champion. So keep in mind that we got an epic here. I think we can do another summon. Let's do one more here. Maybe we get some legendary. Another epic, it seems like. And we got a Slivian Watchers. Wow, that's awesome. Another archer here for our champion list. So after summoning, this is what we got so far. And here's the thing, guys. Sometimes you're going to get the good ones, and sometimes you're going to get not so good ones, right? And the thing is that there is really no good or bad in the game because they are all useful here in the game. So once you see what you like, work on that, increase the level, click into the Tavern here. And then if you want to use those things that you didn't like, the champions that you didn't like, the kind of like the bad ones, you can just like sacrifice them. Sounds bad, but sacrificing them gives you XP. So that's going to push you to sacrificing all the bad ones that you got. And just click upgrade, and you're going to get XP and upgrade your champion that you are decided on working here in Raid Shadow Legends. So Just remember, there is no good or bad. They all have their own usefulness here in the game. So the best time to play Raid Shadow Legends is now. You can see Michelangelo, 7-day login as I mentioned earlier. Once you log in consecutively in here, you're also going to get all these artifacts in here as well, which is awesome. So if you want, download Raid Shadow Legends now using the link we have in the description, or scan the QR code that will lead you directly to downloading Raid Shadow Legends as well. Once you do that, you are going to be greeted with a nice starter pack. The first starter pack that you're going to get here is Uugo, which is going to give you a head start in the game. And once you've reached level 15, you are then going to get Epic Champion Drake as well. So download Raid Shadow Legends now. What are you waiting for?